driving back and
Alright.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Urban's on.
All right, we're live. Welcome
Right.
in.
So, hey, Kurt, what were you building last night when Jack was on? I wanted to ask you, but
I was rebuilding those Gen 8 axles.
oh,
Dennis
okay.
Dennis had given me a couple pairs of a set of axles for my Gen 8 with brass on them. So
Yeah, I kind of seen the brass.
yeah, I wanted to clean them up and make sure there was oil in them and all that.
Holy,
I didn't know you
Grease.
had a Gen 8. You have a Gen 8?
Yeah,
a Jenny,
Gen 8.
a Jenny.
It's the one that was painted by that painter from.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Them are Portal, huh?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, you were over there working your heart out, and Jack was on there just,
Lapping
I thought,
away,
I thought it was almost an interview.
right? Telling his life story. Yeah, that's good old Jack.
That seemed pretty lively last night.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's right. You got Gap on tonight too.
Well, everybody was feeling good. I mean, Matt, you were feeling good with that margarita, and
Oh shit, I had 2 margaritas. What are you
yeah,
talking about?
Huh.
What are you talking about?
and Nathan, he had a couple of
Got
margaritas.
their screws.
That's the only one we didn't see was the clean Canadian. He didn't show up last night.
What's up, Mitchell? Redneck, Squirrel, Lauren?
Huh?
What's happening? Brian?
Hey, guys,
What's up, guys? Dirk? What's going on?
Dirk,
Dirk just dropped a video a little bit ago.
Dirk, 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 Dirk.
Pretty good video.
Oh, hey. What's up, Dwayne? How you doing?
Good, good. You?
Not too bad. Not too shabby for a Sunday.
Yeah, weekend's coming to an end.
Yeah.
Yep.
It sucks.
Weekend's coming to an end, unfortunately. But you can't hang on to them forever, I guess, right?
Well, you can if you want to.
You can try.
Yeah.
Call it
Drink
retirement.
enough margaritas,
Hard to
man.
do that today.
Drink
No,
2 more
if
margaritas.
you
You'll
get enough
hang on to
margaritas, then your weekend goes too quick.
them. The Sunday hangover.
No, I don't get those.
I see
I've
that
got too
truck
many
still
brain
sitting in the
problems, so
same
I don't.
spot there, Dwayne.
Yep, hasn't moved.
Has it moved?
The Mini Max, right?
Has not moved. I think
Has
he's
not
talking
moved.
No,
about
it's Fox. Yeah,
Oh, the Fox. Yeah.
the Fox is still sitting there.
Yep, still sitting there, same as that body, still sitting there waiting to be done. Paint is
Yeah.
there now.
Well, it's all lined up nice and neat.
Yeah, paint's already go.
Paint ain't
Yeah.
flipped over or
Gotta get going to it.
Okay.
Boy, did Beat the Creek look wet, eh? Oh,
Rooster, what's going on? Yeah, that was crazy, huh?
yeah.
Oh, what a
We still
muddy
had a good
mess.
time.
duck. I love it. I'm a duck.
Keith,
I
he
love
would
it.
have had a blast, Keith.
Oh, yeah.
Your duck man and Keith out there.
Josh pulling people out with his freaking side.
Right?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that was horrible, man. That would have been, I think it would have been fun, but would have been just messy. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Messy fun, man.
Oh.
You gotta have messy fun.
Nothing worse than being wet for like 2 days in a row,
Right?
especially when you're camping.
Especially in a tent. And at least in an RV, you can go in and change
Oh,
and
a
maybe take a
tent?
shower
Oh,
or,
yeah.
Dry off and stay dry.
yeah, get some clean
Yeah.
clothes. But a tent, man, you're just tracking it throughout your tent the whole time.
Exactly. Turn the furnace
See,
on.
that's what would suck.
Stuff out.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Who was it? I think they took a picture of John. He was sleeping in his cars trying to stay dry.
Yeah. Oh, the humidity that would be in
Oh,
there.
yeah.
I
That's
imagine it
the
was
sticky
humid down
humidity.
there.
Yeah.
Kentucky,
The
yeah. Oof.
humidity would have
And
been
on top of
horrible.
the rain, that humidity with the rain is, yeah,
Hey, Tony.
that'd be rough.
My
Rooster?
buddy sent me some pics of the people being pulled out. Yeah, you could see them on Facebook all over the place. Yeah.
Yeah, there wasn't much posts on Instagram.
No.
Just slide next to the mud, not next to the outhouse. That's all.
Who was it? Somebody kept posting all day, as they were going out today. Cars, you can hear the car just revving up, trying to get traction and spinning
Yeah.
out and
Yeah,
trying to get out of there.
yeah. There was
Summer.
I seen the
one
video that Josh posted,
Go ahead, Matt, sorry.
because the video that Josh posted on a short, he had his side by side pulling two
Yeah.
vehicles.
Yeah.
There was one, somebody put up a video this afternoon. I watched it and yeah, trucks, even 4x4s weren't making it out of there.
Nope.
Nope.
It's just too
Not.
slick.
Yeah. Good thing they had a tractor on site.
All right.
See it?
Yeah, just 1 second. 18.
That's crazy.
What do you want it? 9, 18.
The trails look decent. It's just that where they were staying at was just so
Parking lot.
muddy.
Overdriven, probably.
One of the
right?
trails,
Fender's Row was just,
one of the guys,
4 inches of
I don't know
mud.
who it was, but he was running his Capra, and it was just completely pouring down rain on him on the trail.
Yeah.
It's not turned on. I don't know.
Yeah, but the trail was nice. It wasn't bad. The trail looked decent. It was muddy, but it wasn't thick mud like where they were staying.
Yeah, they just walk all over it and get it muddier and mess it up more.
Yeah.
Yeah, 20 years ago, KB would have liked that. But
Oh, I would have had a
he
blast too.
still likes it.
yeah.
But
I-
yeah,
It's still
would've
gonna
had-
be fun.
Would have had
Yeah.
fun. Just imagine coming
Just a
home.
mess, yeah.
Right, it would have been a mess. Clean everything up.
It's gonna
Right.
take you a week to dry everything. Oh, you're tempted. Oh, yeah. No.
Yeah, Tony, that's let's see if you got the tractor pulling it out of the that's a 4x4 Jeep too with a trailer.
look at
Yeah,
the trailer
that
though.
is-
Yeah,
Yeah, but
That's the crazy part, you
yeah,
know,
they
you got
got-
That's
four
a
by
heavy trailer
fours,
for a Gladiator.
they can't get through it.
It's just so thick of mud. Look how
Oh my God, look at that. Like it's just pure mud.
it was
He's pulling
grass,
that
they
trailer.
said.
Yeah, he's got no grass left at all.
No,
No.
you could see when people were cleaning up their booths and right underneath their tables was the grass and everywhere
Yeah.
else was just mud.
Yeah.
It was funny.
Say, RC Chop Shop, when he went in his tent where all of his were and stuff, it was just salt, it was just complete mud.
Yeah. Yeah, they were all like that.
So every time we kept walking around, it was just mud. It's like, oh my God,
Flapping lips, how's it going?
that's
Welcome in.
crazy. Not something I would want to enjoy doing. I mean, it would be a good event, but
I mean, if
Just
you
a
were
little bit
there,
too
you know,
much.
you're there. I guess they turned
Right.
away a lot of people from going because there were so many trying to
So
get in and
much-
it was so
somebody
muddy.
getting in. Yeah.
Really, they turn people away.
Oh yeah, there's people posting on Facebook in the in that whatever to beat the creek and people were like,
Mhm.
let's just hang out downtown and do a crawl through town, because there's so many of us.
They made a trip for nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would suck.
Yeah, I'd be
Especially
pissed.
if it's a good distance, right?
And see,
Right.
that's
Yeah,
what
getting
would
there
suck.
Saturday afternoon, right?
Yeah, I guess it was just pouring down rain
That's what would
then,
suck, is
too.
make that trip all the way there and it'd be pouring down rain the entire
Camping.
time you're there.
Camping was full on the first day, Dirk. Yeah, they were, I guess
I didn't
when the
know
gates
they were
opened, they were backed up so far that the neighbors were complaining. They couldn't get out of their houses.
Yeah, you don't block the driveways.
Well, but there's so many cars, Keith,
Yeah,
Yeah,
People waiting to
I
get
mean,
in.
it's like a 1-lane road all the way up there. So
yeah,
you
and that's
know.
right. No matter if it's only in one lane, doesn't matter
you
either.
don't have a lot of choices.
to pull out.
Now,
So everybody showed up at once. And I guess they weren't expecting as many people that actually did show up.
And that's because
we
the
lived
events were
on a-
canceled.
Yeah, everything's canceled. Everyone decided to go, hey, let's go to this because this canceled out now.
Yeah, this is the only one until who knows when, right?
Yeah, yeah.
we,
All want to
Right.
do events.
we lived in a house like that, Kurt. It was like, so it was houses on both sides of the road. And if a car parked on the road, you couldn't pull out your driveway. It was so
Hmm.
tight.
Yeah.
Howdy, 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 guys.
Hey,
What's up,
Hi,
John.
John? Sounds like
How'd
you're
it go?
driving home,
Oh,
huh?
John.
Yeah, I'm about 30 minutes from the house.
Did you
Okay.
get
How'd
to
it go?
go?
What's that?
How'd it go?
How'd it go? Absolutely and utterly a complete mud fest. Basically from 11 o'clock Friday night, after it had already poured all night Thursday night into Friday morning.
Yeah.
About 11 o'clock, it started raining. It has not basically stopped the entire time. And if it did stop,
Jeez.
it was still in the air and falling.
2025 mud
Okay.
fest.
Oh my God.
That intersection, I have plenty of video. Every single person today that has come out of there has had to be towed through the mud pit,
I believe it.
including
Oh my God.
myself.
Wow.
Including yourself?
Yes.
Wow.
RPM Nitro, what's happening? Welcome in.
That's horrible. Hey, that's a way to make some quick cash. Hey, you want to get out?
Right.
No,
20
like
bucks.
I said, there
Nah.
was,
Everybody helping
like
everybody
I-
there.
like I
I
said,
know. I'm kidding.
even
Yeah, okay.
even Josh himself was helping pull people around yesterday.
Yeah, we saw the he was posting videos up of it.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
You know, the funniest thing is here we're towing like a big old F-250 with friggin' Josh's Razor, and here's three brothers, Court or I can't remember his first name. He's with an H2 Hummer pulling like a Ford Focus out of the field. You know.
All right. That's crazy.
Hey, Jim, welcome in. Rockwolf.
What's up, Rockwolf? How you doing?
That
Dirk
was
posted a
pretty
video.
insane
Dirk just
video.
posted a video, yep. A look at his first YouTube video.
Nicole, hello.
Oh, Dirk's.
Welcome back.
First YouTube video? Wow.
Dirk's YouTube video.
Yeah, just
PM Nitro said he just lost power.
Goodness.
Yeah, we've been flashing on and off yesterday or the day before.
Mm.
Power, no power, power, no power.
Glad I'm not dealing with that right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're done with winter and fall and all that crap or whatever. We're
Messed up.
done.
Messed up the PlayStation. It's all just blinking now.
Oh, having what are they called? Blackouts,
Yeah.
where it sucks half your energy out, not all of it.
Oh, rolling
Jeez.
blackouts.
Well, no,
Yeah,
it's
there you go.
what do you call it? When it only what do they
Power
call
grid
it?
shift.
Yeah, something to where it doesn't pull all where it doesn't shut your whole system off and leaves part of it drawing still, and it just messes up all your electronics.
The power just shuts off just enough to shut stuff down, and then that's it. Comes back on.
Yeah.
Well, we've had storms here where half of our town has been
Huh?
shut down and the
It's
other
called a
half was
brownout.
fine.
That's what it is, a brownout, not a
Brownout.
blackout.
Yeah. Brownout.
Brownout.
My wife walked by and said it's called a brownout.
Brownout.
But
That's
you know
where
what that is, Kurt. I mean,
that's
you
where it
did that
draws out.
recently, didn't you?
Me no.
On an ESC.
Oh, yeah, that's a
Yeah.
burn up.
That's a burnout.
Generic. Yeah, nice generators.
The brownies go in and the brownies go out.
Oh,
Am I?
nice low.
Okay, I thought I was frozen for a second.
Yeah, that's a bummer. It rains so much, man.
Right?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is
like
kind of
I said,
really.
pretty much, you know, if you did any trails at all, it was probably Friday. And that was pretty much it, because it's pretty much everything else after that was pretty much raining and soaked. But like I said, there's people out there. Don't forget. Don't, you know? I had people walking by my tent at 4:30 in the morning, for Christ's sakes. Like I said, they were out there, but
I'm
it was
sure.
like not kind.
Yeah, there people were posting stuff as they were out there trailing. You could see the big old raindrops falling from the trees and stuff.
Mhm.
Oh man. Okay, if you go to the Facebook, just people
You're breaking
driving
up
and
bad,
riding in the
John.
creek.
You might have lost them.
Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, sounding. I don't know if I.
And some of them videos don't
He's still
don't
going.
do the creek justice.
Yeah, you're breaking up real bad, John.
I'm trying to do what I can.
Yeah, we know. We're just giving you a heads
Yeah,
up.
you're good.
You
Just
just
letting you
keep
know we
talking.
can't hear you. Yeah.
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 Look at this thing, man.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Just to cleaning your vehicles afterwards
Wow.
is going to be horrible.
Yeah, to keep the rust away from those
Oh,
bolts.
Don't
yeah.
look at that.
Every,
Oh.
oh, God.
Stainless,
I
man.
don't know I'm stealing somebody's Facebook,
Then that looks good. Nice and
right?
rough.
Right?
That started early, probably on a
Yeah.
nice day before it really got crazy.
Don't look at that, Dwayne. Don't look at that, Dwayne.
Toyota.
Hey.
The
It would've
clean
been fun, though.
Canadians, like, ah.
Oh, I don't mind the mud with the truck. That don't bother me.
It's just
Yeah, you just
clutter.
gotta clean it afterwards, right?
Yep.
Operation booth.
It's the clutter.
So
Oh,
yanking
yeah.
tires off, yanking the wheels off, and
I'll go
pulling all your
find,
bearings and
beat the creek.
re-greasing everything.
Oh, yeah, lots of work to do now, boy.
Oh yeah.
Spray it
Yeah.
down with a hose.
Especially if you had multiple trucks out. Days of cleaning and.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I would have stuck to like one truck.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Especially in that.
yeah.
Because if you do 2 or 3 trucks, I mean, you got a heck of a lot of cleanup. You
Right.
go do
A lot
that.
of maintenance.
If you do it the right way,
Nice.
you spray it with a hose.
Yeah, I have a lot of maintenance days ahead of you.
I don't know. Oh, this is the beat the creek.
Why, I guess you get all them cow RC products to make all that easy, right?
Right. Oops.
Yeah, there's Josh
Yeah,
pulling.
There's Josh pulling all the
Yeah,
cars
cat
out.
food.
Yeah.
Like I said, they were doing it all day. Matter of fact, they said they drove by me 3 times looking for me.
They look
Then
like
finally,
four-wheel drives too, don't they?
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry,
yeah.
John.
Yeah, everybody was getting stuck. It don't matter what you had.
Yeah, I
That's
seen that big
crazy.
dually too. There was a big dually there, 4x4 that got stuck too.
Right.
Doesn't matter. That mud is slick.
Yes, it was. I'm glad it's raining. I don't have to bring the wife's car through the car wash on the outside. I definitely got to take the fire hose to the inside of it.
It's everybody with the trailers was having a really hard time.
Yeah, trying to get the trailers out.
Trailers, trucks, it didn't matter.
Yeah.
It was all getting stuck.
Yeah, must have been interesting seeing everybody try to get out of there, especially the trailers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the big RVs and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, hopefully Josh made it out all right.
I don't even know. I took off as soon as the awards were done.
Yeah, I'm sure he had to pack up the booth and all that.
Oh, it was already packed, but well before then.
Oh, okay.
So were there certain people there that usually had booths not set everything up because of the rain?
No, they were all there, dude.
Oh,
It was-
they were all set up and open Friday, and like I said, as soon as they closed down about 6
Yeah.
Friday night, the next day was complete rain, so it was hit or miss early, and then later on it was all right, but they weren't all open.
They were just there, just not open to the public.
Little kids
Yeah.
stomping in the mud.
Uh-huh. There was plenty of that.
I imagine they probably didn't have no show and shine awards
They did.
None of it.
and all that
None of
stuff.
it.
Cool.
They had
None
it
of it.
indoor.
They did?
They did it in one of the barns.
Oh, did they do it in the barn?
Yeah, I watched the video on it.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah,
that
they
tells
did
that.
show and shine in one of the in the barns where the motorhome was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
I wasn't
usually the
sure.
construction. That's usually the construction, but they did. Like I said, they had a feeling that the rain was coming, so Joe didn't even clean it out.
yeah. I think Fox was there, and Hemi Storm was one of the judges.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's somebody posted a video of it this afternoon. I can't remember who it was. I never watched the guy's video before. It was one of the first videos I saw today.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like I said, I didn't even know it was, even going on. I pretty much stayed underneath my canopy or asleep in my car pretty much all day yesterday.
I know they took a picture of you sleeping in your car.
Yeah. And I got a picture of them trying to dress Dennis in a poncho.
I see.
Yeah, I saw that one
And a
too.
poncho?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dennis had his head through the armhole, and
It looked like a
Josh
little
looked at him and
kid.
goes, hey, Dennis, don't you know you got your head through the armhole? No, I don't. It's a poncho. It's got one hole.
That would have sucked for first year out there. Yeah, right. Flapping lips. I'm glad. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm glad I didn't go.
same way. I'm glad I didn't attend it.
Exactly, flapping lips, a good WD-40 squirting before you head out. You bet.
Right. Yeah, you'd have
Definitely.
Yeah, that's what I did. I doused the truck
WD-40
before.
for a couple days.
I doused the truck before I even hit the trails.
That seemed to work all right for you, or?
What's up, Bucks RC
Yes.
Garage? How you doing?
No. I'm just saying because it was already so muddy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, like I said, I would have stuck to one truck and left it that way and been okay. And
Well,
done.
I did that until I broke the one, and yeah, I broke out the second one.
When don't you break trucks?
Right.
Oh, this was an incredibly exquisite breakage. Not anything done maliciously, but the end of the lockout in the rear, the bearing wore out the plastic end piece that holds it in there, and the whole entire drive shaft kept on sliding out.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
So
What's up,
it was like,
Bushman?
okay,
Hey, Bushman.
What's up, Bushman?
What's up, Tank?
What's up, Frank?
Tank.
Missed
guys.
you last night, Tank.
Well, I went to bed early. Was tired. Had a long day at the hockey tournament. I was
Oh, you
sore.
had a hockey tournament. Yeah.
Yeah.
Your buddy Jack was online.
Yeah, I saw that. I did thumbs up your video and I watched a little bit of it.
Yeah.
Sorry I missed it. And sorry I missed you guys.
It's all right.
It wasn't that exciting.
They're just bullshitting.
Some people can be so ignorant, I find sometimes, because I've been seeing a lot of posts on social media about Beat the Creek and people being mad at the organizer. I'm there like
Yeah,
thinking,
right?
okay,
if they
somebody's
only-
throwing an event. Somebody's throwing an event in the middle of a farmer's field. This is not a public thing there. This is the middle of a farmer's field, and there's a chance of rain. And you're going to go and expect what?
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
It ain't gonna
Like-
be
It's not going to be enclosed.
You're
yeah, you
not
ain't
going
gonna
to the supermarket or a
parking lot.
parking
A
lot.
paid
there.
parking
Oh,
lot.
You're going in the middle of the farmer's field in the middle of a rainstorm. What do you think is going to happen?
Thousands of other people.
Some people just amaze me. Something. It's weird.
Like,
People like to
RC
complain,
Woodstock.
Tank. That's all
Oh,
it
but
is.
people like to complain. If they have
Yeah.
something to complain about, they'll let everybody on
Yeah.
social media know about it.
They
And
wanted
that's just
RC
bad.
Woodstock.
they
RC
wanted rock
Woodstock.
laid down, you know. Come on. This guy uses
Yeah,
his
like-
field for something probably for the
They
rest of the
probably
year.
still would have got stuck with rock, Kurt. You know,
Oh, yeah.
gravel. Yeah.
I'm just
Like-
Remember that
saying
used
people
to
would
be
want
everybody-
Yeah,
something
would
like
want
that,
it.
you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Remember that used to be everybody's complaint site when certain things were happening. That used to be everybody's complaint site with social media. Yeah, let's get on social
Yes,
media and let's complain about this.
It wasn't just
All day
mud, you
long.
know. If it was a cow field, it was not just mud.
Yeah, it sure wasn't.
Imagine that.
Yes.
Ah.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
Was it a little stinky there, John?
No, it wasn't bad.
Huh.
But yeah,
But yeah,
But-
you know it wasn't just mud.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
and the worst part is I walked through it the entire weekend in sandals.
Oh my goodness.
Your feet are gonna grow, buddy.
Yeah, social media is just
Right.
crazy.
Right,
Crazy
Bushman.
from social media.
They told us at the giveaway, if anybody sees anybody saying anything negative, tell them if they only knew
Right.
what was going on up here. You know, just defend it because this event was great.
Yeah.
No, everybody said they had fun still. I mean, it was
Oh,
just
yeah.
a muddy
Oh,
mess.
yeah.
It was fun, but
Oh
The video
yeah,
I watched, the guy said he had a blast
Yeah.
regardless. He was having a good time.
it was just wet and muddy. That's all.
oh yeah.
You got to make the best of it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
there.
You're already there.
Yeah, you're there. Might as well.
You
Ma-
went for an event,
matter-
sunshine, whatever. Just make the best of it.
That's like on our motorcycle rides. You know, it was like if you're out there in the rain already, it's like, what are you going to do? You're going to still ride in the rain. You're not going to stop. And,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, if I was home, I probably
Yeah,
wouldn't go
especially
out in
if
the
you're going
rain,
to a
but, you know,
Yeah.
if I'm out
Yeah,
there,
it's
I'm
one-
out there.
It's one thing if you get caught in it.
Yeah.
It's another thing if it's raining out. I'm going to go right anyway.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly.
And especially if you
Nicole
already
says
know
she
the
like-
chance of rain.
Nicole says she likes her name.
Like your name too, Nicole. I have 2 nieces named Nicole.
Yeah.
It's her last name I can't pronounce.
Ruiz.
Ruiz?
Ruiz, something like that.
Ruiz or Ruiz?
Nicole.
Ruiz.
Don't forget, if you write shout out, it will give you a shout out. And if you write weather in the city you're in, you'll see the weather in your city.
Yeah, I think Bucks RC still needs about 5 more subscribers, guys. So if any of you aren't subscribed to Bucks, go subscribe to him.
I'll go
To
check.
1,000,
Pretty
Kurt?
sure
To
I
1,000. Yeah, he's trying to get to 1,000. He's
He needs
stuck at
3
like,
more.
yeah, he's stuck at a few.
He needs
Ah.
3 more, guys.
I had my
3
wife
more.
subscribe to him last night.
Yeah, he's at
Yeah,
997.
997.
3 more.
Yeah, he's been trying for a little while now. You know, YouTube doesn't like you getting to that 1,000 for some reason.
Oh,
But
I
once you
hate
get
to
to
get
it and crest it, it seems to keep growing.
Yeah, he's been doing it for quite a while.
Thanks, RPM. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks RPM. There's one
You
more.
can drop your link to RPM. Just type shout out one word, and I'll drop your link so we can subscribe to you.
Oh, he just got 2, so he's at 999. Come on,
Ooh, go Bobby.
one more.
Needs one more.
One
Who else is
more.
going to subscribe? I'm already subscribed.
So
Maybe
am
if I unsubscribe and I subscribe again.
No, it doesn't work
Yeah.
that
Oh,
Yeah.
What's the channel?
Bucks
Bucks
RC
RC
World.
Garage.
Yeah, Bucks RC Garage. Oh, he's at 1,000 now.
All right. Woohoo.
Yep, he crested it. He got her. He got her. Nice.
Congratulations.
Appreciate it, Bushman. Yeah, been trying to get him up there.
Nice. Thanks, Bushman. He's there now. Squirrel, thanks. Squirrel sub too.
All right.
Cool.
All right, there you go.
What?
I did.
Yeah,
is
we
that
just
101?
pushed him to the limit right now. My wife's checking on him. She said you're at 1K there, Bobby.
Yep. 1K.
Hopefully you stay that way.
Should be 1001 actually with the last one. Bushman, probably.
That'd be me.
Or Matt or
That's
Tony.
good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. May the 4th be with you guys.
My wife said it's 1,000 there,
Refresh,
Bobby.
Bob.
To refresh it.
Yeah, just refresh. We're seeing 1K.
See if I can pull it up.
YouTube is funny that way. It may not show for you for a little bit.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, I find YouTube is funny that way.
They can be. Or sometimes they'll show you subscribers that you had, and then it'll show you 3 or 4 below, and then you go back up to where you were.
Right.
It's kind of screwy.
Yeah.
Or then you type
you-
on,
Here you are, Bobby. 1K subscribers. It says 804 videos.
Jesus,
you
804 videos.
Yeah,
Holy
he posts a lot of videos. He's
That's
into
good.
helicopters right now.
or you get the notification from YouTube that your weekly update or your monthly update has arrived.
Got a ton of videos to go watch.
As far as your own channel, I mean, you get your weekly algorithm.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys pay attention to that. or
I
not.
don't, I do a little bit sometimes. I don't care anymore. I used to.
Yeah, I don't care. Yep.
I used to be on a mission. Now I don't, it's
Yeah.
it's just too hard. It's not worth my effort anymore.
I worked to get
Yeah.
to 1,000 and my watch hours are horrible.
Yeah, it's I
So I
got
just-
to that 1,000
Right.
just by going to those websites, or not the websites, but the YouTube videos that those guys help you get more subscribers. I finally got
Uh-huh.
over 1,000, but they disappear just as fast as you get them. So
That's good.
I can't remember the last when I broke 1,000. I can't remember. I think it was because I was doing lives. I don't know.
what's up, Max Paul? Yeah, that helps. It helps quite a bit. I mean, right now you get in your groove to where the same people come back to you all the time, but on your lives,
Reoccurring subscribers.
yeah, yeah,
I've seen a lot of good people go by and leave and
come and go, right?
coming. It's kind of cool and sad in the same time.
Max
You
Paul,
gotta
welcome in.
realize you gotta realize this is a hobby,
Yeah.
and hobby changes.
Yep.
Yeah.
But there's some diehard that keeps coming, which is nice. There was a whole family that was doing RCs nearby, and now they're all doing motorcycles.
Yeah.
They still have their RCs, but they're doing more motorcycle now on weekends, which makes sense.
Yeah,
Kids
they
are growing up.
grow
Why not?
up out of the hobby and then they'll grow back into it, eventually.
Yep.
Like us. I had an RC car when I was a kid and then got out of it and now I'm back into
Yeah,
it.
and then girls came along, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Then you got
Yeah,
a real car,
That's the big one. Yeah.
real
Girls
car and a
partying
girlfriend.
cars, real cars.
Yeah.
Yeah. Freedom.
Bobby's got another helicopter on the way. Nice, Bobby. We know you ain't sad to see me go, Tank. Redneck. Yeah,
I mean,
but
that's the whole thing.
you're
You
still
start
floating around.
young. Start young in a hobby because your parents brought you into it, or you see something cool and then it just goes away. You got to kind of put sometimes your hobby on hold till you get to that
Yeah.
point again. But you still keep up to date on what's going on.
I wouldn't say that, Redneck. You brought your own little flavor into the pool. And that's what's nice with a lot of people. They all have their different style. They all have their different way of looking at things, and I get along with everybody more or less.
Yeah, pretty much. If I can get along
Yep.
with Tank, I can get along with anybody,
There you go.
Ah, awesome, Kurt.
except for Duckman.
Yeah, I remember doing chores around the house for allowance to upgrade my RC when I was a kid.
Upgrade. I didn't even know what that was.
Yeah,
I
right?
use wood screws and stuff like that to put my shocks back together or replace the shock with a solid metal plastic piece to
Oh,
keep
yeah?
it level.
You mean to tell me the hot glue gun doesn't work?
Yeah, I don't know what a hot glue gun was back then. We didn't have that kind of stuff.
Davy Weld.
Yeah, or that. I didn't know what any of that stuff was. And my dad didn't help me do anything, so not like
KB
that.
uses a lot of glue.
E6000.
That's what he uses for soldering too.
E6000.
Yeah.
Right? Me too. Yeah, flapping lips. I was the same way. You bought a kit, you bought all the parts for it, and that was it. I didn't even know you could buy parts for it.
Hmm.
Back when I did it.
Yeah, you bought the kit, and not everything came with the kit sometimes.
Well, you had to buy the charger and the battery and the controller, and You still had to buy all that
Yeah,
stuff. It came with the
there
motor and
weren't a
all that
whole lot
stuff,
of
but
there wasn't a whole lot of manufacturers with chargers, so you're kind of stuck paying the price of the charger.
I still have the one that you twist. You try, it's got a, like, you know, you twist the timer and
Oh
you
yeah.
Turn the
actually have
knob.
to hook it up to your
They had
battery
the
on your
peak
car.
chargers.
God, I
Yeah.
used to
Yeah.
Tick, 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 tick,
That
tick.
Yeah.
DC.
Set it for 30 minutes or whatever it said. I can't
Yeah,
remember what the timer said.
ticking away there in the
Yeah.
background. Yeah. God,
The DC chargers.
Yeah, I still have one of those.
Jesus. Don't plug it
See,
in.
some of the
Oh no, I won't plug it into nothing. No, it's yeah, it's for looks now. It's for memory and that's it.
Memory, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's an antique, man. Don't plug that.
Right.
it's a relic.
Because I had the NIM batteries with the hump on it. I had
Yeah.
one of those. And
Yeah.
it took forever to charge that battery compared to the little
Yeah.
6-cell one. And to charge the 7-cell, it seemed like it took another 2 or 3 turns to turn that thing to get it to charge all the way.
I did, however, when I first got back in the hobby, I still had one of the AC to DC chargers that had the turn knob for like 15 or 20 minutes.
Thumbs Mitchell.
And
CDC.
I got into that, got back into it, and I thought I was able to charge a NIM pack, and I ended up screwing up the NIM pack.
Mitchell.
Those
Oh, overcharge it or something.
Yeah, I overcharged it.
Yeah.
'Cause
Here's
the
here's
Nike
another
had
guy that brings a
battery
different flavor
chargers.
to the stream.
Oh,
The Mitchell guy.
The Mitchell guy.
Sorry, Matt.
You're good. I didn't realize
Yeah.
Nike had chargers from back in the day wouldn't charge a NIM.
I like the lives. You get a little bit of everybody in here. Speed run, crawlers,
Yeah.
small guys,
Yeah.
Racers, bashers.
racers, yeah, bashers, yeah.
I'll tell you what. I feel
Tough
bad for the
people.
Beach Creek guys.
Right.
It's almost it's almost as bad as me driving all the way out the caves last year to St. Louis, and they had a complete drought before I got out there. I get out there and it rained all week long.
rained on you the whole time. What's that? Old school.
Old school ESC.
Old
Tekin
school Tekin.
Yeah.
G10.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
I still have the one that
That
spins on the
receiver looks pretty old too. What's the receiver?
manual one.
That's an orange receiver.
Is it a Novak?
I was
No.
about to say it's probably a Novak.
No, it's called an
Orange.
orange receiver. They go with the Spectrum. You can link them with the Spectrum.
Oh. Spectrum.
As-
Okay.
As long as you don't update the firmware on the Spectrum.
Yeah, I remember Novik had receivers that were
Yeah.
orange.
Yeah, I had a few of them.
I have the mechanical one
Did you?
still. It spins with the servo. You need the servo to spin it. Yeah.
Oh, the mechanical speed controls.
Yeah.
Oh man, I remember those days. Outside
If I
playing
can't
with the
find the
car with
manual
the
for that.
mechanical speed
Clean off
control, and all of a
clean
sudden
off the
battery-
rails so it would
Clearing off the
battery-
joint, the connections. Yeah.
yeah, so it would connect a little better.
Yeah.
Battery
And
go
put
flat.
grease on the connections, electrical grease. Yeah.
Yeah. I had the stupid Tamiya plug on it.
Don't look
Oh,
at us
I
like that,
hated
Mitch.
that plug.
Because we're old.
Oh yeah.
How do you like that?
That's a great picture right
That's
there.
awesome.
Right.
That'd be funny if it was actually pulling it down the road though.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I had a Novik ESC in one of my traction cars from back in the day.
Yeah, I wish I would have stayed in it as a kid, but
Yeah, I got out of it for when my son left a little bit, but once my son became of age, I got out of it for a little bit and then got right back. Probably 5 years, maybe I was out of it for a bit.
Hmm.
Still had RCs, didn't get rid of anything. Just didn't do anything. And then,
Right.
then got back into it pretty hard and haven't stopped since.
Yeah, I stopped for a while when I had my first boy. Stopped for quite a while and then ended up with a used nitro that I bought off of my dad's friend, and that was a whole different realm of trying to tune nitro. And I just couldn't keep it tuned, and I'm like, all right. I've been screwing with it for the last like 3 or 4 years, and I'm like, yeah, no, I need to get something better because this is starting to suck. I ended up hanging on to it and had all this cash put into this T-Max that I had, and it just sat. And then ended up stepping back into it, and that's when the brushless motors were starting to get up there. I had a Novik ESC, and then at one time I had a Tekin ESC back then. No reverse, just forward only on the Tekin.
Uh,
Yeah.
Because that was the good thing with the Novik. I had my reverse back. So I switched from a Tekin to that one. Then I thought the heat sinks were cool looking, being all purple.
yeah.
I just found that the manual for that G10 on Tekin's website.
I still have it, huh? Huh.
Yeah. Trying to see if if it does have reverse. I don't think it does.
Has anybody tried any Tekin servos?
Tekin servo?
They're so expensive.
They are expensive.
Look at
Tekin's
that. They even tell
expensive
you how to
brand.
wire it to the battery.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
Even the
Remember
motors,
wire.
that's
those
weird that the
batteries?
motor's wired to it straight like that.
Yeah.
I used to build those battery packs. Oh my God.
Wow.
Oh, the match cell
Yeah,
packs
yeah.
with the individual subseas.
I'd build
I-
hump
I-
packs for my 1/8 scale nitro. So 4 cells,
Oh, 4 cells for the receiver
4
and
cells to
servos.
fit in, yeah, just to run the servos, right?
I would have thought it
Yeah.
would have been older than this. They say the manual says 97, 98.
Wow.
Well, yeah, that's because it's, the back then it was
That's
the
old.
older ones were the mechanical ones.
Yeah.
That's almost 30 years old.
Yeah, right. That's old for a
That's old.
hobby, right?
Yeah. They call it Quick Tune Pro Computerized Speed Control. Computerized. Wow.
Wow. I remember those. Those were super expensive back in the day.
Well, John made her own.
Like I said, nothing like traveling and being in rain all
Yeah.
week long to come home
To more rain.
More rain.
You remember how I told you things were? Them are my.
Jeez.
I am completely covered in mud, and so is everything else.
I'm sure.
Oh my god.
There was no way to
Got a
stay
lot
clean
of
out
cleaning.
there.
Wow.
Even if you laid like if you had a piece of grass, the artificial turf or something, that once you stepped on it, it was muddy too,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it was one of them weekends, man, where you're just like, okay, I've given up. I'm gonna clean when I get home,
This is the cleanest.
Right. That's the cleanest?
That's the cleanest.
Wow.
That's crazy. Power's back on. Yay, all right.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, so much cleaning to do. That's
Yeah.
the worst part.
All right.
I think the rest of it, I'll deal with tomorrow.
Right?
I'll catch you guys.
There you go.
All right.
Show you how nasty it was. I'll catch you guys later.
All right.
Yeah,
See you,
everybody.
All
John.
right,
Good night,
John.
John.
Have a good night.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Wasn't that the race ESC? Yeah, I don't know. What car was that in? Yeah, it's in one of the buggies, so
Yeah.
I'm doing a
maybe why no
search.
reverse if it was for racing. Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm doing a search for reverse, and the only thing I see is reverse voltage protection.
Yeah, no, it probably didn't have reverse because of it was for racing. Which I don't know why they
Got
did
another-
that, but I guess they don't want you backing out into somebody coming forward or something, I guess. I don't know.
Reverse protection, probably so you didn't wire everything up incorrectly.
Yeah, that's what that's for.
Burned
But
it.
no, they're talking about there was no reverse on the ESC, so you can't go backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah. Forward and
Yeah.
brake if you, what little you had.
Yeah.
Kay doesn't run no reverse either.
He doesn't? No.
All those speed runs you see him make, that boy has no reverse in them cars.
Really?
Not one of them.
Wow.
Will not use reverse. And it's crazy to me because I couldn't do it without reverse, with all
Yeah.
the traffic and all that. And
Right?
dude, that boy, he's that good. No matter what, he gets that car just right, turns it around, and
Hey,
sends it, and then turns it around. And the timing alone on every single pass.
hey, he ain't that good. He lost a car.
Wow.
Hopefully he's gonna put a video out of it soon.
Pretty darn good to do what he did in
Oh yeah.
2 months.
Yep. Yeah.
Put that car at 149 miles an hour like that.
You definitely got it flying. He definitely got it flying, man.
I'm just glad we don't have crystals in our radios or receivers anymore.
I hated those.
'Cause something
Right.
would always screw with it one way or another.
Either somebody doing it or
Lots of interference.
My first RC car got run over by a pickup truck.
Oh yeah.
First day I took it out, put it in the driveway next to my house. There's a power line that ran back to the house that was behind ours. They had a long driveway. I put it out on a long driveway and drove it up. Went to turn it around. Sucker just kept going straight out on the main road. Clink, gone.
Yep.
Destroyed.
Yeah,
I want to
nothing
I
you
want
can
to
do.
enter this. I want to enter this buggy at the end of the month in the parking lot race. Wonder if I'm going to change the ESC and give me reverse because I won't have reverse.
you don't need reverse if you're racing.
True, but it's always nice when you fuck up
Yes. You don't have to go run after it.
or go around and take longer.
Yeah, then only 6 people could play at a time. Yeah, right. With them stupid things.
Yeah, with the crystals.
Yeah.
And when you got to the race, there was a board that you actually wrote your name and which crystal you were using for the race.
Yeah, it was so hard to tune your car and all that because you couldn't tune it while people were racing.
Yeah, somebody asked me last week about that. He goes, how come when I go in the water with my car, my buddy has better transmission than me? Like his transmitter cuts out. So he goes, well, what can I do to fix that? I go, well, you get an old crystal radio. Those are better in the water. The signal goes farther.
Just
He goes,
need to
where can I buy that? I go,
stick
you
your
can't.
antenna up.
And then I look at his car and he's got his antenna all inside his little waterproof. It's not even sticking out. And I go, well, that's not good. You got to stick it up as high as you can.
Not if you're going through water. Yeah, you want it to stick out of the water if you can, or at least up towards the top of the water, depending on how deep you are.
And he's using, man, what's that remote everybody's using nowadays? The cheap one.
Dumbo?
No, a little bit more expensive than that one. The GT5, whatever.
Oh, yeah, GT5 Flash Guy.
Yeah, Fly Sky. And I think some of those Fly Sky, the antenna is very small, eh?
On the
That's what
receiver or the radio?
the receiver.
Yeah, the receiver, they're short. The radio's not bad, so that's the GT5.
Yeah.
So it's not too short, but
Yeah, the receiver's only probably like
they're
4 inches long or
tiny.
something like that.
They're like
Yeah.
the Spectrum ones, yeah.
Dirk says, I remember the crystals on the Futaba Magnum in the Junior seems like a lifetime ago.
We're going through memory lane here.
Right.
Shows how old we are. Wonder if I should have put a brushless system in my buggy. Too much power is not a good thing.
Yeah,
What?
not always.
Not always.
Always. What?
Let me tell you, when you're on the track and the corners are tight and not long, you need torque. You don't need speed.
Right.
In and out of the corner. And let me tell you, I think I'm going to do a lot of curves on that race and no long straight ahead.
This thing is disgusting. Just so I showed y'all the drive shaft the other day.
Do what now? Hang on.
I showed y'all the drive shaft the other day. That's the drive cup.
Oh yeah, the three
Oh
hole.
yeah, with the
Yes.
bearings. Yeah.
That's nice.
Is this your first time using them?
I've had this drive shaft for a year and a half now.
Oh, okay.
But yes, it is the first one that I ever bought like that. Yeah. It's the only one I have like
But
that.
but you've been using it for a while.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely had some abuse. It needs to be replaced, but definitely definitely seen better days. And so has this pinion bearing. It's a bit wobbly.
Hey, Chris, how you doing?
Oops, shit.
He is filthy.
Deleted my chat. Hey, what's up, Chris? Welcome in. Oh, more power, always, yeah.
More power.
Problem is you got to learn how to control that power.
Yeah. It's nice to have it on the straightaways, but
Yeah.
sometimes the turn, it's a little too much power for your finger.
The White Sox won today. I guess they did good.
Yeah, I was supposed to go do a trail run today, and I didn't even make it out of the house. That's kind of. I got hooked on. I started watching. I don't know. You guys watch that show Lost back in the day?
Yeah.
Yeah. I started watching it, and I got fucking hooked on it now.
I started cleaning my shed, started my tractor for the first time this year, my John Deere, and tried to scare off the family of fox I have living underneath my shed.
Oh shit.
Six little kids.
Oh
Six
wow.
pups.
Did you get them out of there? Or?
Oh, they come in and out. I'm gonna have to wait till they go, and then I'm gonna put some wire mesh around so they don't come back.
Bushman, I did trail run today. Found mud on the way home. Yeah.
The only thing I did was change out a O2 sensor. That was about a 2-hour job deal.
Yeah, I didn't watch much YouTube today. Like I said, I was watching that show Lost. So
Mm-hmm. Didn't you see that already?
no, I haven't seen it yet.
Oh no.
I haven't seen
No.
this area lost yet.
Nope.
Well, I'm not going to tell you anything about it then.
Thank you.
Bunch of seasons.
It's only like 6
But
seasons.
wait
A
till
lot,
the
lot of
end.
episodes.
A lot of episodes.
Yeah.
Episodes of what is it?
Lost.
Hey, just stay in the
okay.
corner there, Sean. I haven't got you out of the corner yet.
Figure out how you turn the inside lights on.
Well, Sean, I certainly hope you did send somebody to pick up that box, or else it's coming back to Canada.
No, Jeremy picked it up.
Okay, good.
It might be wet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably
Because
muddy.
when I got your text, I wasn't sure, so I just texted Joyce to see if somebody went. And Joyce texted me back and said, "Yeah, Jeremy picked it up."
Okay, because last night or this morning, I can't remember. I think yesterday I got a text from Chris saying nobody picked it up and Jeremy's not here. So I guess he did go today.
Yeah. Well, Jeremy's always in the barn. That's what
Okay,
Jeremy runs. Jeremy runs the whole construction part in the barn.
cool.
Psycho Bushman, what's up? Nicole.
Always miss a spot. Always. You can't never just get it all on the first we'll try. Here.
Now I got to start planning the other event that's going to come out.
I got other events coming up.
Where John lives, closer to John.
Oh, okay.
I always forget the name. For that one.
Gauntlet.
The Gauntlet, yeah.
Yeah.
Gauntlet.
One's a little bit more open
Yeah,
and you
RV
can do
park.
whatever you want to do there, I think.
Yeah, Walter's got everything, right?
Yeah, you can.
Walter's RC Park. Is that not what you used to all the time? Walter's RC Park.
Don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wait, why is that name? Oh no, that's Walter's. Is that not the one? I think I stopped by that one time. Is that not the one Steve O.D. used to go?
I don't know.
There's another trip down memory lane. You remember buying remotes that came with 2 or 3 servos with your remote?
Sarah, no.
Yes.
Your crystal remote, your fancy crystal remote at that time, and get 2 or 3 servos by the same brand of the remote.
Yep.
Of the old JR radio. Two channel.
Is that?
What's up?
Yeah.
Huh?
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 What?
Uh-huh.
Who?
Where?
Sphincter says what?
Testament to arm of parts. As hot as these control arms. This control arm's been on fire. This steering servo's been on fire. The shock caps have been on fire. And it's all still good. Perfect.
right?
Plastic
Yeah.
shock caps.
Well, that's actually not the caps. The it's like a little cap that goes on the
Oh, that's why,
standoff cap, I should say, not the
that's
actual
why
cap.
stand
Walter's
up.
RC Park sounded familiar. Sorry, Mitchell.
What's up? Why are you so nosy? How you doing?
Why are you so nosy?
Eh,
Why is he so nosy?
Farted. Yes, it is Walter's RC Park.
Yeah, that's the one. Tony's always at it, and that's the one with the gauntlet. That's why
The
it sounded.
Gauntless,
you
yeah.
sounded- yeah,
That's the one Tony goes to all the time. Yeah.
yeah. I knew it sounded familiar. Like, why does
Yeah.
it sound so familiar?
He does the little 24 scale crawler
Yeah,
competitions there.
He had that whole trailer there in
Yeah.
made on it.
Yeah, I think that trailer is from the hobby shop owns
Yeah.
that trailer, and he just does the comps there. He organizes the comps.
September 19th to the 24th, 1st, 2025.
But the
The
gauntlet.
gauntlet.
Yeah, the gauntlet. It's going to be the 9th annual Great Lake Gauntlet.
And we all grilling RC components here to, yeah. Burn up a couple ESCs here and there.
Yes, I have.
My garage still smells like burn up ESC.
I ain't
It
ever
is a
burned up.
lingering. It is a lingering.
Ever
touch.
burned up any
Yes,
ESC?
right. That smell
Just
it stays in your hands. It stays, but I still had it for like 4 days, 4 days, even after washing and showering and all that. It still was in my fingers.
My car, when that LiPo battery went up in my car, dude, my car stunk so bad, and every time it freaking rained, dude,
Oh.
all we'd have to do is just get humid, and it just is back again. Like it never wanted to go away. It was
like
horrible.
gear oil. It never
Yes.
goes away.
Just a pungent, nasty smell.
You spill gear oil on your freaking carpet of your car, and it's gonna be there till you sell the damn car.
Yeah, it took me a while to remember it there, Nosy. Trying to read it. I'm all, how do you read his name again?
Yeah, I've never burned up any ESC, just a motor.
No, yeah, the ESC stinks when it goes up in smoke. Your whole inside of your body gets full of the smoke and all that. Melts.
Bless you, Dake.
Thank you.
Stuff from the LiPo fire.
ESC.
Yes, see.
I've never had, well, knock on frickin' wood.
Yeah, touch wood in here. I'm not even saying what you're about to say, too.
That's why I stopped.
Yeah.
I just stopped and knocked on wood.
Yeah.
This car right here was the first LiPo fire I ever had, and man, I thought this car was done for. Even the rear diff and all that. Like if anybody actually looked at this car, they'd look at it and be like, "You've run that car."
How's
Like,
it still running?
it may look messed up, but it
All that,
works.
yeah, right. And it still
You know?
bolts down and bolts together, and
It's just got, burn marks on it. It's fine.
It's a 10-hour drive for me to go there.
yeah, gear oil, yeah, stinks. Transmission fluid, burning transmission fluid is the nastiest.
Oh,
Yes, dude. We open some transmissions, dude, sometimes, and it'll like darn near clear the shop, dude.
Right.
It is nasty sometimes.
The lovely smell of burnt friction plates.
Yep.
Oh yeah, Tim. If I was that close to an event like that, I'd definitely go for sure too, even if I just went for the day. Especially
I've pulled apart a
as many people as
transmission
you know
before.
going.
They're gone. It'll be busy this year too. You know, the Axial Fest and all is cancelled.
Yep.
It'll be jam-packed.
Well,
Yeah,
it's canceled for the United States, but it's not canceled for other countries.
Well, they canceled the European one too.
Yeah,
Oh, did they?
yeah, I have a feeling they're going to cancel them all. They're just waiting. They canceled what, like 3
Yeah,
or
so
4 of
now the
them right there
European
on
one,
that one list.
the European one, partners sort of took control of it right now at the minute, so it's like open to whatever rig you want to bring. Don't fucking thing.
I think that's what it should be. It should be Axial Fest, but you could bring, or Horizon Fest rather than Axial Fest, and you can bring
Well,
whatever car you
that's
want.
why they
Right.
do, but that's why they do Pro Line by the Fire, and that's why they do Horizon Fest as well.
You know,
The Horizon Fest and bring all
So
the
then the people could bring their own.
yeah. The problem
Axial
is you get
Fest.
Axial Fest, you can't bring your rigs that you built or anything like that. You know, so
Well, you can if they have the
Axle chassis.
axial transmission.
well, that's
Yeah.
yes. You know, who wants to have, you know, if you
Yeah,
build your own stuff, you're not going to have an axial transmission in it.
yeah. So I guess that's why they do like Pro Line by the Fire and stuff like that, like.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense though. Why would they shut it down to the tariffs? That doesn't make sense. It's not costing them any money to have people go to an event.
I think that's an excuse.
Yeah, it's not costing them any money to do that. So why would they shut it down?
It probably does, they probably have the insurance they probably have is clearly for it, cause they don't own the land, like they rent.
I know, but what's that costing? It ain't costing them no tariffs to have insurance. You know,
Oh.
they're blaming it on the tariffs. It ain't the tariffs. It's not costing them any tariff money to do anything.
Yeah.
You know,
Just so they can throw their little tippy and be all upset
right?
and be angry, and they're like little spoiled brats until they get over it. Then everything will go back to you. Basically,
Well, I would imagine it's costing them money to bring that stuff in from China, like Taiwan, China, wherever they're getting their parts made.
Yeah,
There's
see, so
tariffs
that's
on it.
Oh yeah,
that's
yeah.
probably a lot to do with it, because normally like
Yeah,
Axial Fest probably gave away like $15,000-$20,000 worth of like trucks, like their raffles every night. They're fucking
Well, then
insane.
they just don't do that. You know what I mean? I mean, you know,
But then you're gonna get a lot of people all pissed off and oh, they didn't do the raffle, they didn't do, you know.
I think it's
then
100%.
don't come.
Yeah, but that's the problem. Some people only go for that, thinking they'll win some shit at the raffles, you know.
Yeah.
These old flaming lips, welcome.
Yeah, it's got to do with their finances. Like if they're spending more money to get their stuff back into the US, what they want to manufacture, then they're running out of funds, right? And I'm sure Axial Fest costs a bit of coin.
Yeah, I'm sure if they start manufacturing rigs in America, you'll never be able to afford them. Imagine the price of Vanquish was made in
Right?
America.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's looking bad enough. It made in Taiwan or something. It's still fucking insane.
Well, I thought that's why I didn't. Wasn't Horizon moved all their stuff to Taiwan? Somebody did.
Yeah.
Well, Traxxas is Taiwan.
Is that what it is?
Traxxas is Taiwan. Yeah.
Thought that's what the base camp came from, was Taiwan. The
Yeah.
new base camp. That's why it was a little different than the old base camp. Peep Show RC, what's happening?
Next ball club. Deep show club.
Yeah, because I think it said in their newsletter that due to the financial crisis, they were uncertain of what was going to happen to the hobby.
Taiwan has a 10% tariff at the moment, and that will end up being 0 soon. Taiwan already said they'll go to 0. Yeah, so I thought Taiwan was I think that's why the
Yeah,
base
that's-
camp dropped in price too, because it was from Taiwan
Mhm.
rather than China at that time.
But we gotta figure out a way to live with it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah, we a pain in the ass.
They all gotta pay them bills. Like we said, yes, the discount was made in Taiwan.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I think that's where they're sent their new manufacturer over to, is that's where they're gonna have everything built, all the new trucks and stuff. Or they were testing them out or something like that.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people do. A lot of people have a shoe and shine body and then like a trail body as well. Whereas last year that beat the creek, I like the way I done my build offs. And that's why I'm gonna do my build offs now on whatever events. I'll start the build ups again. Like my build up, you had to build to the rules. And then your truck had to actually run a trail and make it out of the trail and back before it got judged. Like I hate like they just take the truck out of the back of their car, polish the fucking spit and shine on it, set it down and get judged and win the. No, if you're entering one of mine, you got a trail with a fucking thing. And you only get judged if you break down halfway around the trail, man, tough cannolis. You don't take it back on your own esteem to be judged, you don't get judged. What's good, Farm Osborne, welcome.
Osborne, welcome in.
Osborne, what's happening, man? I want to transfer the Everest 10 from the RTR crawler to trail rig and have two different bodies, one for trailing and a slick paint job for the other. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about there. There's a lot of people that do that, like.
Dark in here.
Mine is certain specific, so like the body can't be factory painted, it has to be painted by you, you had to have figure and interior. Certain rules to it, like, you know. And it's good too, because we got people to do stuff they've never really done before, like the build off for USTE, two of the trucks that were built for my build off actually made it into the USTE freaking like winner circles type fucking things. Like, you know, a Venture Time RC, one of his trucks got picked that he built for my build off, and then Jeremy Sergeant Major, his got picked as well. And that's the deal. Every so often you have to either, you can post on your own channel, you can post video updates, videos and photos, or you can post them to me. And then whatever the deadline date is, you've got to show me like the final photos so that you don't go after the deadline and modify a load of shit, like, you know. I can always look back at the photos or video then and be like, nope, that wasn't on the truck whenever you finished, or that wasn't on the truck.
Yeah, I don't know if there is frame rails for that or not. You probably just have to make something yourself, I would imagine. There might be something. maybe 3D print some part that attaches to it or something.
Yeah.
I never really got into the Everest 10s.
I was just
I
shopping on
did.
the internet. I decided not to stop because it was getting expensive.
Yeah, I want to buy a new truck, but yeah, I just can't afford it right now. Buy a couple parts here and there to upgrade stuff.
Done buying for a while. Well, I say that, but I'm going to fucking Jeremy show in 2 weeks. You know, the only good thing about I'm going to Jeremy's show is, I think the only thing it's going to save me is I'm fucking flying. So I don't want to buy shit and then try and have to get it on a plane and crap.
Ship it back.
Yeah. Because the Korean, I'm probably gonna send the Korean with Mark from Top Heavy Pig Crew. I'll send it off for him, and then I'll probably not see it again in fucking October. That Farm Fest. I'd say he'll probably use it more than I will. For a while.
Flat stock might be better to, yeah, it'd probably be easier to band.
Yeah.
Or cut your own chassis out like Crawler Canyon does. Just get a flat piece of aluminum and cut two pieces, cut two chassis out of it.
So all I need for that Korean tank is the receiver, or a receiver, and a battery, correct? And the rope.
Receiver, transmitter, and battery. You should be good to go.
Yeah, I got the thing already. I got the rope in already. I got the silver. rope.
Cool.
And yeah, because I'm just going to use. I have an extra transmitter for the controller for either my excavator or those, or either one. So then I'll just use one of them, then I can just flick the switch on the controller and jump straight from like the dozer to the crane, or from the excavator to the crane. I'll probably need, I need like harnesses to get, how long are the leads for the MESCs?
Mm-hmm.
Do they need harnesses to make them longer to get them up into the top of the cab, or?
Well, you'll see when you get it.
I don't
think you'll need a harness, but you'll just need longer wires to go up to the motors. That's all.
Yeah, that's the main heart. Oh, like, yeah, the J plug, the harness ones.
Yeah. And one 3S battery should be good enough to run all three ESCs at the same time. So you got to do a connector, a special connector from three ESCs to one, unless you solder everything together.
Solder all the reds to one, and then solder all the blacks to one.
Yeah.
What do you guys have fun? I'm gonna take off.
All right, Matt.
Hey, Matt.
Have a good night.
Have a good
Hey,
night,
Matt.
man.
Hey,
Later.
Matt.
This fucking thing would break your back lifting it in and out of the car. Fucking, yeah, I gotta get a pickup truck. Getting it in and out of the trunk, like, because you have to fucking get yourself in a weird fucking position even to get in and out of the trunk. Oh, fuck. Fucking feet are pink too, man. Burnt to death today. Even the socks are starting to fucking hurt them. I'm gonna go put some fucking after sun on them. What happened?
Hey, Duckman has been quiet tonight. What did you do, Kurt? Did you put him in timeout?
Yeah, he did.
I didn't put nobody in timeout. Duckman's just being nice and quiet tonight.
He had a late night last night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What time did you stand up last night? Okay.
I don't know. Maybe 2 o'clock.
Out going to play Ghost
not
Recon.
We were in Margaritaville last night.
I know everybody was drinking. Yeah, I had charged all my batteries, got everything together, put it on my desk, and went this morning. I went, yeah, I'm good.
Yep. That bearing. Good.
I'm watching the Liverpool game this morning and fucking charged some batteries for these things when I got it. This one annoys me though, because the door is fucking weird shape, like you only get stupid batteries in and out of it, like.
Oh, yeah.
Huh.
They'll use stupid batteries like that. Like fucking square packs. Weird, so I have to try and find some. I have to try and find some on the internet or something that does them. So this one burns down pretty quick. Do you think it would last a while? Like it's a 7600. It probably lasts for like 15 minutes.
The big ass
Well.
machine. That's why.
No.
The heavy motherfucker.
Yeah. And those pumps, they take a lot of juice. They keep going all the time.
Well, they're on demand. They only go whenever you're.
Okay.
Only go when you call for it on the joystick to move something like. It's only. Yeah, if you had the regular, like my D10, that pump was on constant because the type of remote it's on. You
Okay.
couldn't do a mix where the pump is on demand, but that's why within big controllers I have for this, they allow you to do mixes where the pump will only come on whenever you call for something to move, you know. Otherwise, it just sounds like a fucking jet plane all the time, man. Stupid
Yeah.
fucking motors. I keep forgetting every time I use this one. This one has the fucking smoke machine and everything in it. Like I just keep forgetting. It has a smoke machine and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's an impressive bearing right there.
But that
That's an impressive bearing right there. It blew both the dust shields off of this bearing, but it still works perfectly fine.
that's
It's
something
actually
like
a good spinning bearing.
that must be something like remember the one you had tank for my crane? Like it both sides were like open or something on it.
The what?
The bearing. Remember there was one that you could
Yeah,
see.
yeah, it opens up. Yeah, it's in 3 pieces, the bearing.
Yeah. So that's right, that could be. Mitchell,
Yep.
a three-piece bearing. Between those covers that come off.
Well, usually if you get them that bad on these pinions, they just completely chuck the balls out of them. They usually just destroy themselves.
Yeah,
This is the first one that I've seen like that, and it's a good working bearing. I'm kind of amazed. I'm in shock. But and Kurt, you use Armas.
Yeah.
This is the small 3 mm bearing in the front of the diffs. It's a drive cup side.
Mm-hmm.
This is a
Yeah.
flared. I use the same size bearing. You get a flared
Yeah.
bearing, they call it, and it's got like a little lift on it.
Yep.
You'll be able to see it.
Yep.
See the lift that's on it?
yeah. Next side of it.
Yeah, it's a flange bearing.
Flange. So that's what I've been trying to run in these cars, being that, and hey, it stands the test because all the other regular bearings I've ever used just explode. You know?
That actually pushes it out a little farther too, right? To make it like a kind
Yeah,
of almost like a washer
yeah,
or a spacer.
yeah. You
Right.
got to kind of be a little more careful when you're putting them together because you can actually press it at like to the differential itself
Mm-hmm.
because that flange on the outside, normally the bearing would just go in
It seats in a
and
little farther.
seat on the back side of the bearing, whereas that it's going to stop it on the front side of the bearing.
Yep.
So then when you're putting your drive cup on, if you could wind up putting pressure and load that bearing, and then you're just going to destroy it altogether because it's not meant to have a load that way.
Yeah.
You know.
Still cleaning mode out. All right.
All right, guys, I'm gonna get going. We'll talk to you guys later.
See you,
Hey,
Tank.
Tank.
See you,
Tank.
see you, Nosy. Ubi sounding like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, I saw that too. I was like, what?
It must got to be Tank the way he's on his mic.
Oh,
He said he couldn't see that well to see everybody, so he doesn't know who's talking. That's what I found last night redoing those axles. A guy put too long of a screw in one and bearing was frozen in the other one.
What did you get?
Use?
You?
Yeah, Dennis sent me a set of axles for my Red Cat. I pulled them all apart last night and re-greased them all and got them ready. Swap them out. Oh man,
Yep. And the worst part is we got to get out and go to work tomorrow.
I know. I gotta start early too. It's gonna be a long day.
Every day at work is a long day.
Everybody called off all their stuff on Friday, but put 5 o'clock PM. So everything's being picked up tomorrow. It's like, really? Make that Monday a busy day.
Tough. Wayne, you ran your little
After some man,
Traxxas yet?
fucking burned to pieces. Peter actually ran out of my excavator.
Wayne, you ran your Traxxas yet?
No, no, I didn't get a chance this weekend. No, not a smick of dirt on it. It's sitting here with charged battery inside it. Didn't touch it, just like Kurt.
Right. I've got a bunch of charged batteries laying around that I got to burn up.
Did that have the TQ or the TQI?
TQ.
TQ. And
I've got a
KB's not.
couple. I've got some TQIs sitting on the shelf that aren't used, but it doesn't need it.
TQ, KB's never had any luck with them. They go like maybe 5 feet, and that's it. Or they cut out really bad.
Yeah, I've never had a problem with any of their
Yeah,
radios.
I've never had a problem either.
No,
I
you
think
might have
your
just had some bad ones, but
I
It's
think your,
strange.
your receiver antenna got pinched or something when they put it in there. I would check all that out.
yeah, I've never had an issue.
Yeah, every Traxxas he's had the TQs. My wife, KB's wife's was fine, but yeah, it's just
Yeah, I
weird.
think all my other ones are TQI. Yeah, TQI. I have one for my TRX4 with the diff locker and all that, and then another one that I think it was probably for my E-Revo, my 16 E-Revo, or the Slash, because I still have those rigs.
Mm.
I
I
watched a
just don't
couple
use them.
videos on the white kit on that truck. Everybody loves it because it doesn't roll over as much.
The XRT.
No, they put the white kit on. They sell the white kit for
Yeah,
for
yeah,
that
Or
now.
the Mini
So,
Max.
yeah,
yeah. I'm waiting for it to come to Canada. I'm ordering a set as soon
yeah.
as it gets here.
So they love it.
It's new, so it hasn't reached us yet.
It hasn't reached any of the hobby shops yet. The guy said, he goes, I had to order it straight from Traxxas.
Yeah, it's all pre-order stuff, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'll be putting it on for sure.
Yeah.
What is it?
Wide kit.
White kit for the Mini Max.
It does flip. KB's niece has
Oh,
got
it's
one.
like
It
they're
flips.
bringing wider axle. Are they bringing wider axles or are they just
Yeah.
putting?
Wider arms and another
Axles.
half a axle on it. In it.
Wider axles. Do they give you the wider dry shafts?
Yeah. And
Not a cheap set.
the links. They give you a wider link set.
Fucking cocksuckers.
Wow, they give you a jeez.
Yeah, they give you everything to make it wider. You don't need to
Yeah.
buy
You
anything.
don't need anything else.
Yeah, but you have to buy the wider kit, no?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yep.
I mean, the cocksuckers know that it'll run a lot better with a wide kit. Why not
Of
just
course.
buy the wide
Yeah.
kit?
Oh, yeah, well, that's how they make their money.
Yeah. All the upgrades. Come on, Sean. You
I
built
know that's what I mean, they're all cocksuckers, every one of them.
you built axials or before or had axials. They all
that's
sell
amazing.
upgrades for them.
That's what I mean, like, cause even Arma, a lot of times you have to release a truck. And then when like RPM and all of that stuff done the upgrades and done everything, like they would release the Gen 2 and it has all them upgrades on it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they let everybody else design the stuff a lot tougher and better, and then they release Gen 2, all that shit on it.
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's only $45 in Canada for that wide kit.
Oh, really? That's it. Oh, wow.
Wow,
That's on
yeah,
Traxxas'
Yeah, it's all
webpage.
really small arms. So
yeah, it's small stuff,
I mean, you
right?
figure the max wide kit is $100.
Yeah, the max
So
wide
That's not
kit
bad
is
either.
244 here, I think.
The X
But,
Max,
No, the
For the X
max.
Max,
the
yeah,
Oh, the
Max.
X Max.
for the X Max.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they sell the max, just the max for 100.
Sure, they're proper Traxxas parts and not Traxxas knockoffs at that price. I'd
Yeah,
say.
43.18 Canadian directly
You
from
can't even
Traxxas.
buy a Traxxas light kit for that price.
Wow. God, yeah. What would that
Yeah,
cost
right?
us? My God.
Yeah, that's pretty cheap. I'm surprised at that.
Yeah,
And they are available, I think. Let me click on it here. Black ones. Yeah, buy now, so you can get them from Traxxas,
that's
but
crazy.
it would cost me another $50 in shipping.
Yeah, it's only $30 here.
Only
20
$30 in the same country.
$29.95.
Yeah, so it's probably $50 or more here. That's crazy. I'll just wait till my hobby shop gets them.
Oh no, those are just for the arms.
No,
No, that's the whole kit. Yeah, you can actually just buy the
Okay.
arms for $12
Yeah, this is the whole
for
kit.
the front arms.
Yeah, front and rear suspension arms, toe in links, outer half shafts,
Yeah,
extended drive shaft.
yeah, for $29.95 here.
So that's not bad.
That's actually very good. Yeah,
Like $43 is what they're
to
charging me.
make your car run a lot better. Shit,
Yeah.
I'd buy it in a heartbeat.
Make you not walk so far.
Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, I don't know when what's the code on that? I'll search that part number. 10790.
Yeah, depending on what color you want.
Yeah, that's for the blacks.
Yeah,
My hobby shop's distributor will tell us when they're coming in.
Well, they're all 107.90. I just put the color at the end.
Yeah. They're what 10727. No, 10790. Yep.
107.90.
They are expected. Oh, it doesn't even say.
You probably have to tell them, hey, I want
Yeah.
this to order it
Doesn't
for
say
you.
when they expect them, but they're -11, so they've got 11 hobby shops in Canada that's already ordered 11.
Oh, okay.
It shows a -11 through the distributor, so
Mhm.
that means people have ordered it. Hobby shops have ordered it, and I'm sure my hobby shop has.
Probably different colors too, I would imagine.
Yeah, like there's -11 black, -6 in blue,
Okay.
-5 in the red. Yeah. Yeah. But they do list it, so they are getting them. So that's good.
Yeah, now if the truck wasn't so goddamn expensive.
Yeah, it should be a fun little truck if I can ever get it out.
Right.
I could just take it to my alley. I got an alley right behind me and it's all gravel, so I just haven't done it.
yeah.
My weekends is my RC time, but I get lazy after a hard week of work. Like I just want to relax. I get complacent, I guess.
Yeah, that's how I am too. I want at least one day off, that I want to just kick back and do nothing.
Yeah.
Saturday,
Yeah.
I do the
Saturday,
hard
the
work
wife and I
again.
do a lot of stuff on Saturdays and stuff. So today I just kicked back. It wasn't as nice today as yesterday, so lots of wind we had here today. And I'm gonna try and record it, but all I've got is this freaking clip for my hat. I don't have but I think it'll work. I think that'll work.
What?
It'll work.
Oh yeah.
Boxing the bashing, right?
As long as your
Yeah.
hat don't fall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty heavy up front there. Like that's
Yeah.
Yeah,
a
go
GoPro sleeve now.
Yeah.
Freaking GoPro's pretty damn heavy on there.
Yeah.
Like, I don't
Yeah,
know.
I have the headband thing and it still slides around a little bit. So
Yeah, they have a
Yeah, the
hat
whole
that
bed
has
thing.
it right here,
yeah.
but I'm wondering if it would interfere with the lens. If it's sitting that far back, right? Like right here?
Yeah.
Just turn the hat backwards.
No,
Yeah, I
'cause it
guess you,
clips
well,
in
you
the
can
front.
because the
It
clip is
clips
right
in the
here.
front on that. The actual hat has the clip
Yeah.
on it.
There's an actual,
Oh,
it has the GoPro mount right here. Yeah.
Yeah, your rim's gonna you might get some of your rim.
Yeah, I just have that band that goes around the head thing.
A headband, yeah.
Yeah, I use
'Cause
that.
that's, yeah, it might
Yeah.
fall off turning your head, but
Yeah, you just gotta remember, turn your head slow.
yeah, well, that's not gonna work if I'm going fast.
Yeah, no, if you have the stabilizer, you don't have to turn your head slow.
Yeah, I've got that's a GoPro 10, so
Yeah, yeah. That stabilizer works wonders.
yeah, because I want to capture it and at least post a video. I haven't posted a video in a long time.
Yeah.
Just doing my lives.
And KB's working on one.
Yeah, I posted one today.
Yeah,
Post
I've seen
another,
that. I haven't watched it yet.
post another one tomorrow. All right, hot lap, front tire is glued back on. And need glue, need more glue. What's that? What was that commercial with that stupid stuffed animals? He's all he breaks the lamp and then he screams, "I need glue." God, was a commercial. God, what was that? I'll have to look that up. Probably something that was old. KTVU. This might have been just a local. I forgot about that. Yeah, it might have been just a local thing. I don't know if anybody else remembers that or not.
No.
I don't know if I can play this or not. These two guys right here. I don't know if you guys remember this or not. It's probably just in my when I get to that. These two guys right here. You guys ever
Oh,
seen
I've
these
never
guys?
seen that.
No,
Yeah.
I've never seen them, Kurt.
It must have been just on the channel that we got in our area or something.
Yeah.
These guys break the
Break
vase,
the lamp. They break the
break the
lamp.
lamp. Just show it, break it. Yeah. So they
Yeah.
break the lamp. And then he's on glue. I need glue. Just stupid
Just
stuff.
stupid.
So every time I see someone say glue, that's what pops in my head. Glue. I
Yeah.
need glue.
Glue.
I got glue. I got glue.
Yeah, it had to be in my area wherever I was, you know. It was cool.
Yeah, like an old, just
Just the
A local thing.
broadcast. Yeah, a local thing for the channel.
yeah.
What's going on up saying there? Hot nuts. Oh, God. Will they come overlap tomorrow when you come from work? Do all the guys get out and beat the creep, okay?
We've only heard from John.
Oh,
Nobody
yeah.
else. I haven't
Yeah,
heard
so
from
we heard with John, right?
I haven't heard from Josh or Dennis.
No,
No,
Eric's home already.
Eric left early, yeah.
Yeah.
He posted that in the WhatsApp. I haven't checked the WhatsApp though.
Yeah. Joyce is having fun. His side by side hasn't fucking stopped.
I
Yeah.
know. Yeah. He's been
He's
pulling
towing
out.
people left, right, and center.
We were
There's a
showing
vid-
all the pictures
there's
and
a video of him
videos.
towing two trucks.
Yeah, we were showing that earlier right when I started.
Yeah, there's a video of him with his side by side. He's actually towing two fucking trucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Eric went home. He was home Saturday morning, I think. I think he went.
I think today was a really good day. I think it only rained for like an hour in the morning, and then it was.
Yeah, but it was still muddy as could be out
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
They were showing
Oh,
cars, towing cars out, and all the RVs were getting towed out.
Yeah, I know the guys. I normally hang out with top heavy pay crew. They were in heaven. You know?
Playing in
Yeah.
all that mud with their tractors and shit.
Like, cause even when we go to I go up to Rhode Island or anything, they just look for trails that's covered in mud. Like, just all they want to do is go mudding. Like,
Yeah.
K-Bash put up a video.
He put up I don't, he showed us a couple today, but I don't know if they were live or not when they showed them. He showed them to us.
About half an hour ago, low C 22S 5S, 149 mile per hour.
Oh. Yeah.
Not clean, he says.
He,
Ran off the
5S.
road under braking, not clean.
on 5S or 6S?
5S.
5S.
Fuck, it's 5S.
Just 5S battery, 3S and a 2S,
That's
I
true,
guess,
eh?
or a broken 6S.
yeah, I guess you just never really see anybody who's five. It's normally
They
four,
sell them. You can actually buy them if you look for them.
because it's normally 4, 6, or 8. It's what everybody.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah,
Yeah, but you can find the 5S if you look for them.
yeah, that's just a weird number. Though.
Yeah, it's funny how it goes from 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8. It's like whatever happened to 5 and 7.
Friggin' 4S batteries are massive though, eh? Jesus, they're big.
6S is big.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I had that big one. I finally had to put it in salt water, chill it. The cells were all so out of whack. I was afraid it was gonna pop.
And it also depends, Max, because some people fucking love like some people love the mud and the washout. Like some people were in heaven with it. Some people fucking hated it. Too, so.
Yeah, everybody said they had a blast still, that I talked to. I mean, it was just muddy. It was just a muddy mess.
Yeah.
There was once you got muddy, it was like, okay, I'm done. Just like John, he was like, look at him. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
It's not like you
let
can
it
clean
ride.
yourself. It's not like you can clean yourself off before you get into anything or touch anything,
Get out there and let it be what it is.
Yeah, you're there. Might as well make the best of it.
Yep, you made the trip.
That's why Eric was like, yeah, I'm done.
Oh, his wife went too, I think, right?
Oh, yeah, I think
His
so.
wife went with him, so
I think so. She probably had enough.
yeah.
There's only so much you can do. Sit underneath a canopy all day,
And feeling damp and just a horrible feeling.
Yeah, right, Max Paul. I mean, you're there. Might as well, right?
Yep.
Like I said, if it was pouring that hard before I left, I'd question it. But if I was there and it was raining, it's like, what are you gonna do?
But that's how Peter Creek is like. It's always hit or miss. Like
even last year it rained on them, but it didn't rain that hard. That's or for that long.
yeah,
It had some good downpours, but it wasn't a constant steady rain like they just had.
The
Yeah,
year
they had 2
before,
days of rain.
yeah, the year before there was some fucking insane thunderstorms. Like
Yeah, Kentucky gets some crazy weather. Mary, what are you doing down there, huh? Probably having more cheers for beers. Yeah. Too bad it's a dry
That's
dry
dry.
event, man. Yeah. It's the bummer part about it.
Dry, no dope, no
Otherwise there
weed.
would have been a bunch of drunk people there sitting under tarps drinking all day long.
In the mud.
Yeah. And a lot of people
There would
sliding
have
around in the
been,
mud.
there would have been injuries for sure.
Right. Yeah, they don't allow any alcohol or drugs there. Which I'm sure there's still plenty floating around, but
Yeah.
you gotta be on the down low. Because I heard they kick you out. They don't mess around. They see you with it, you're done.
What, see you with what is it?
Huh?
Did they see you with what?
Alcohol or
Alcohol or
drugs.
drugs.
That's why the gauntlet's a little better. I think you can get away with a little bit more there for that kind of stuff.
Well, guys, I'm out. I gotta get some sleep.
All right.
See you guys
Thanks,
on
Dwayne.
Wednesday. Plan
See
to
you
do
later,
it
Dwayne.
Wednesday.
We'll see you Wednesday.
Okay. Have a good one.
Bye,
Hey,
everybody.
Mitch.
Thanks.
Hopefully.
Have a
Hey,
good night.
John.
All right, have a good one.
KB, see ya.
See you
Redneck.
later.
Have a good night, Redneck.
See you, Redneck.
Good night.
Bye, everybody.
Not too bad of night tonight, I guess.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Kurt. Or beat the creek and stuff.
Right.
I grabbed some after sun for my feet. Oh, they're fucking pink. I don't know if you can see them. Really. They're fucking
Pink feet?
redder. They're redder than my excavator, man. They're fucking burnt to pieces. When you see them. Like,
Okay,
I
quit
fucking didn't
soaking your
realize.
feet in that oil, Sean.
No, I didn't realize I was walking around with flip flops all day. Walking around with fucking flip flops all day and burnt to
Yeah.
shit. Didn't realize I should have known better. My little Irish ass ain't built for fucking the sun.
Built for the Texas sun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Texas heat is fucking brutal, man. Especially wait till it gets humid.
Yeah, it'll get humid down there.
Oh yeah, big time. That sucks, man. You come out of the shower, walk outside, and you're just
Think you're in
dripping
the
wet.
shower.
And you go into the pool, you get out of the pool, you dry off like that, but then you start sweating so bad because it's so humid.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're like, oh, winter, July and August, man, when it's like 110 every day.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
And yeah, 90% humidity.
That's we were there for the 4th of July, man, and it was brutal. I was never in anything like that before. I was like, what am I doing here?
Yeah, it's hot in Austin, but we don't have the humidity, so
Yeah, it's different. Yeah, it's completely different.
yeah,
yeah,
here
humidity is
the
different.
humidity coming off the Gulf of America.
The Houston is horrible. We were stuck there. We actually rented a what is it, pontoon boat for the
Yeah.
4th of July to watch the fireworks on the water and shit. There's like 10 of us.
Yeah,
Coolers,
KB.
coolers full of beer.
Yeah, Maybe used to go back to Connecticut and it's humid back there and it's like, wow, it was only like 80 degrees, but it was 90% humidity. It's like, man,
Yeah, I can't believe our boss made us stay there for no reason. 2 weeks there for no reason.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she
where'd you
wouldn't let
go
us.
in
She wouldn't
Texas?
let us fly home and then come back to do the job later on.
Where
She
did you
made us
stay,
stay out
Kurt?
there. It was in Houston somewhere.
Yeah, Houston's bad.
Yeah, I forgot what lake they actually. We weren't really close to a lake.
Mm,
We actually would drive down there to go eat because they had like a restaurant on the lake right there. Had a bar and all that.
she kept you in a motel.
Yeah, we stayed in the same hotel. It was actually pretty nice little rooms, but and there was a
Yeah.
couple of like Twin Peaks was there, and so we went there a lot for dinner and
Oh yeah.
beers. You get to spend $50. Like if you drink $50 worth of beer, and
A night.
yeah, 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 it was a good job.
I've been to one of them in a long time. A Wednesday night is the best night to go to Twin Peaks because Wednesday nights is pajama night.
Oh,
So, pajamas.
So you go in your pajamas, that means, Kurt?
No,
Yeah.
all the bartenders just in their pajamas. And most of them end up just wearing little skimpy fucking tops and little skimpy underwear.
Yeah.
Wednesday night.
That's what I was gonna do. I was gonna see if I could remember what city I was in. Can't remember. It was probably 10 years ago.
Oh, long time, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, we just all remember she wouldn't let us go home. Or we're like, fuck, 4th of July, we want to go home and be with our families and stuff.
Yeah,
Right?
It makes no sense why you're making us stay here. Especially since, it's going to be like a week and a half before the job even comes back up.
that's
We were
it.
doing helicopter deliveries, delivering machines up on top of the high rises and stuff.
Oh, with helicopters? Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, doing the cell towers on the top of the roofs.
Yeah. HVAC equipment, you do a lot, and like, sometimes it's cheaper than getting a crane.
Yeah, it takes, days for the crane to set up. So the helicopter
Yeah.
just flies in a couple hours and you're done.
Yeah,
You have a setup, you have a parking lot you close off, or do it on the weekend, or
yeah, cause when I was in Chicago, the first time I was in Chicago in Schaumburg, I tried to talk them all, like, cause we ended up getting a fucking 18-wheeler crane. Like, just to lift the AC units, and I said, guys, I get fucking helicopter these up in 10 minutes, like, and that'd have the cost of this crane. Cause you had to, for that big crane, you had to get oversized permits for it to drive on the roads, you had to get everything, it was fucking ridiculous, like.
Hmm.
And then you had to come a day beforehand just to set up. So like, so you're paying for the crane, you pay for a full day setup, then the day to use it, then a full day to break down and get up. You spent 3 days for a fucking crane, like,
yeah.
with a helicopter, you'd be done in an hour.
Yeah. Yeah, and you don't disturb the traffic as much, and all that.
You close
You're
a
not,
section of parking down in
and
the
yeah,
mall.
it depends on what you got to fly over. You might have to close the street down for a couple hours, and that's it.
Yeah.
We did it in Atlanta to where they wouldn't let us shut the street down, but then they gave us the okay to shut it down for like uh, a half hour or something like that. So we had the helicopter flew in between two buildings real close and dropped down and grabbed it and picked it. It was straight scary. I had video. They got all mad at us for taking video, but
Oh, yeah.
because I was standing on the roof and the helicopter comes down and disappears, and then
Yeah.
it comes back up right? You know, all in between the two buildings, and I was like, it was crazy. I'm like, we shouldn't be up here. This is stupid. And yeah, if that helicopter got a drift of wind or something and smacked
Yeah.
into the building, or yeah, it was close
Well,
too.
that's why they stopped doing them in Manhattan. They used to do them, and then fucking one of the slings broke
Yeah,
on the helicopter, and it dropped the fucking unit. Lucky nobody got killed or nothing. Like, you know, straight down, head crashed into the street. Fucking unit.
that's why we stopped. We had a basket full of batteries, and the either the helicopter hit the button to release it, or the hook gave away and
Yeah,
released it and dropped the batteries all over the place. I mean, it wasn't near nobody, but the
yeah,
insurance went stupid after that, you know, because it was, you know, a couple £1,000 of batteries.
yeah, really.
Is that all?
That was it. Stuff wasn't super heavy. It was just you had to, how you're going to get it up, you know,
Yeah.
30, 40 flights of stairs, or the stairs after you got it up to the top of the floor. It never goes all the way up to the elevator. The elevator doesn't go all the way to the roof.
And we were doing a job on 60th Street, Manhattan, and the building didn't want to pay for a fucking crane, like, cause we would have had to shut this one of the main streets in Manhattan down for a whole weekend, and they didn't want to do that or anything. So the big cooling towers, all the units, they arrived in crates, and the guys had to take them and like I took millions of pieces, like. They took them in the elevators, and then they had to walk up 2 flights of stairs to get on the roof, and then build the big fucking cooling towers on the roof in pieces. Fucking insane, like all Indian guys like fucking doing it. I still don't know how. It still baffles me how that was cheaper than shutting down that whole fucking street in the crane, like, you know.
Yeah.
Cause them guys were there for fucking 3 months carrying these pieces up and building them, like.
Wow.
It was nuts, like the amount of pieces that came in them.
Yeah, I think I was in Manhattan for maybe almost 3 weeks doing surveys there with me and another guy.
Yeah,
Driving around, man. Had one rental car, and I drove, and he jump out and go do the survey in the building. And I would drive around and try to find a place to park. And if I couldn't, I would just keep driving around until he called me and said, "All right, come pick me up." Did
parking.
that did that for days. Yeah, parking there is stupid. The driving's not. It's no worse than San Francisco. Everyone says New York's worse than San Francisco. I'm on you. Have you ever driven to San Francisco? Huh. They're both the same. Just gotta drive stupid like everybody else does.
That's it. That's the whole reason. Like, I don't use. It's weird. If I'm in a parking lot, I use my fucking indicators in the parking lot because people are fucking idiots and morons. On the actual roads, though, I never use an indicator.
All right.
I'm just about the element of surprise. Boom. If you indicate the motherfuckers try and speed up to stop you,
Block
That's
you.
right.
Yeah.
block you, like, you know. So it's like, fuck you, I'm giving you the element of surprise. Boom. And
Yeah.
I go lane to lane, like.
I'll see when I'm in my semi, I turn it on just to let people know here I come, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, that's it. I'm coming over.
See, if I'm in back of a semi and he puts his blinker light on, I'll flash him so he can pull over.
Yeah. That's the nice thing to do.
That's what I do.
That's gone out of, nobody flashes anymore, really. It's
Yeah,
kind of gone
back
out
in the
of,
day. It's
yeah.
back in the day, but that's what I do.
Back in the day, everybody flashed each other to help each other. Now you don't get nobody flashing.
Well,
Just like the
if you ever
CBs,
cut
they're
me
out.
off, Kurt, you'll know I'll flash you.
They're out too. The CBs are outdated.
Nobody uses TVs anymore, no?
Nah, not rarely. You get a couple guys, but everyone has cell phones now and they call each other, sit on the phone and talk.
Yeah.
You can talk to a buddy, 10,000 miles away rather than talking to some stranger that cuts
might-
in and out all the time.
Even like on the high highways.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, even on the highways, yeah, you don't barely hear anybody talking on the radio no more. Just your diehard guys. I
Yeah,
always had a radio just for shits and giggles, but
we
a lot
had
of
one in
companies still use them when you pull into their areas to let you know what dock to pull into or
We had
stuff
one
like
in
that.
the F-250 just to talk and keep about the weather and shit like that.
Yeah, I still have a
Trips.
couple of them, but I have one of my semi and it's on all the time. You never hear anybody locally.
I got one in my Blazer, got one in
Yeah.
the Oldsmobile.
You never hear
And
anybody.
DK. Probably one of the reasons why we don't really use them. What the
Yeah,
heck was the name of that? What the heck was the name of that movie?
which one?
Breaker.
Candy Cane.
Oh, yeah, what is that?
Candy cane. Oh,
Yeah.
Remember the trucker that's on the CB?
Yeah.
isn't it a Steven
You know,
it or something? Isn't it Steven Spielberg movie? Is that what you're talking about? Or
no, wasn't it? You know, you know who played that guy? The detective on Monk. The cop detective. He was the
Really?
bad guy. Yeah. He was the bad guy in that movie. Not Monk himself, but the
Yeah,
yeah.
what do you say? Candy cane?
yeah.
Yeah, say that was the girls. The guys were messing with the truckers, saying, "Hey, I'm Candy Cane coming," and then one of the truckers said, "Oh, Candy Cane," and he followed the ball around and tried to kill him and shit.
Yeah, they played a joke or something like that on
Yeah, they
truckers, and
played
then
two guys, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
and then the one trucker turned on them and wound up hunting them down.
following him and trying to kill him and shit. But the
Is
two
it
guys, that was the handle of the two guys at Candy Cane.
Joyride?
Joyride.
Joyride. Yeah,
Yeah,
Joyride.
you never seen that movie, Kurt?
Nah, that doesn't sound familiar at all.
like he even rips through the hotel in the truck or something too, is
This
it?
is with
Right at the end, yeah.
Yeah, he rips through the hotel or some shit.
it's got what's
And
his name in it from Fast and Furious,
they never found him.
right? Is that the one?
Is that Vin Diesel?
No, the other guy, the main
Yeah,
guy.
the guy that passed.
Paul
Yeah.
Walker?
Yeah.
I
Oh
don't
yeah, I
know.
think it does.
I haven't seen that movie in so long.
Said 2001.
I just remember the guy from the detective from Monk is in it. You know his voice right away. He's the trucker.
Yeah, he's super young.
That's who
Do you even see the trucker?
the trucker was Monk?
No, the detective.
Oh, I was wondering, I was like, I don't think you ever see the trucker, do you?
I don't
Candy
know, but
cane.
yeah,
It's a
I know his
candy
voice.
cane. What's that guy's voice name?
Yeah, Bushman got it.
Huh?
Bushman got it. He
Did he?
knew what movie I was talking about.
Joyride, yeah. Yeah, it's got that one actor. That's that actor's playing in the Lost right now. He's one of the guys with the beard, one of the rough guys in the early ones. I forget his name.
Burnt my feet out. I'll definitely be wearing fucking, I'll definitely be putting sunscreen on the next time I'm wearing flip flops, for sure.
I probably need it too if I went out in shorts.
I wasn't even shorts, it's the tops of my feet.
Yeah, tops of your feet. Yeah,
Yeah.
sun gets them.
Cast.
I'd be fucking sore in the morning with work boots on.
Yeah, wait until I was gonna say, wait until the morning when you put your socks and your work boots on.
No.
Maybe it's not that guy. It sounded like his name, his voice.
You did Google who was the truck driver and driver.
That's why I was trying to find who the actual truck driver was, but it doesn't say. Roommate, car salesman.
Yeah, I'm 90% sure it was the lieutenant from Monk or whatever his name was.
Oh, that guy, huh?
Yeah, you can hear his voice. I don't think you ever see the truck driver,
Ice truck
but his
man.
voice sounds just like him.
Well, you'd think they'd have voice actor. You'd think they'd have the truck driver voice or something. They don't show that at all in here for all the cast.
Hmm.
Policeman number 3, voice actor. I don't know. It doesn't say. How funny.
Yeah, it's gay eye real.
Ice truck man. Is that what the? I don't know.
Well, here's the deal this time.
Buffalo Bill guy. That's who you think it was. Ted's leaving.
In the back.
Levine. Ted Levine, he thinks. It's the voice. Ted Levine. Let's see.
Motion in the basket.
Ted Levine.
That's what he just said, Ted Levine. Oh, yeah. That's who you think it is?
That's what AI says, Ted Levine.
Oh, yeah, I guess it could be. I was thinking the other guy. Let's see what is cast. I lost. It was cast. Probably not going to show them because he's not the main cast.
Yeah, AI said he did. Ted Levine played in the series Monk as the
Okay. Well,
detective.
that's Monk. Yes, that's Monk. But what about is he the actual
Yeah,
trucker?
no. Ted Levine was the CB, the guy that talked on the CB.
Okay.
That's what AI was said.
AI. You
Yeah.
trust AI?
AI
Oh.
is Chat GPT.
Keith is an AI freak now. It's his buddy.
Yeah, they were both uncredited, Kurt.
Okay. Right? Yeah. It doesn't show.
I
It
hear
was
a hot
another
noise.
some Kimbrone was the truck driver, but Ted Levine was the voice on the CB.
It
His
might
name was
start
Rusty
hot noise.
Nail.
I just turned my air conditioner on.
They were both uncredited.
What the heck would they do that for?
Yeah, Ted Levine, Dirk says Ted Levine, Buffalo provided the boys silver, the Dorford. Rusty Nail in 2001.
Yeah, his name was Rusty Neal. He also was the detective in Monk, said.
Yeah, yeah, he was the detective.
I think he was the detective on Monk.
Think so.
I can't find that
He
guy's
might have
name.
been the
That
detective in Monk.
that was.
Because when I think of Monk, I think of the black shirt dude with.
Yeah, you think of Monk, you don't think of detective.
Anybody, yeah.
Yeah, he was the cop.
No, he was the boss or the
Yeah, he was like the main boss of the
sergeant.
police.
Wasn't he the sergeant
Yeah.
or something like that?
Yeah, sergeant, lieutenant, or something like that.
Buffalo Bill was.
Yeah, Ted Levine.
I can't remember what episode of the shows that guy was in.
I don't know if he was the Silence of the Lamb guy.
This guy, MC Caney. I thought it was this guy right here. This is the guy it sounded like to me. Let's see. This guy right here.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it sounded like him at first.
Uh,
Oh, because I just saw him today on TV.
I think the Silence of the Lamb guy was, I think he played in, he just played in a movie I just watched. He was kind of a bad guy. I think he played in Cobra.
All right, guys, I'm gonna shut the chat down. I'm gonna shut the live down.
Later, everybody.
Well,
Have a good
I
night.
had to get going
Catch y'all
anyways.
on the next one.
Yeah, good night, guys.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, Dirk,
Enjoy
Night,
the rest
Derek.
of the week.
Nicole, Bushman.
Congratulations, Dirk.
Make sure I try to go watch everybody's video this week. Max Paul. Have a good one. Whoever else is floating around back there. Let's see.